We are live, and it is a beautiful night to talk Lions football. The Lions have made their 53-man roster. They have made their final cuts. Let's get right into it. All right, Lions fans, we are days away from the regular season getting ready to start, and the Detroit Lions have made their cuts. They had to they had to have their final cuts made by 4 p.m. today, and it is now 9:24, and I am looking at the Lions active roster. Per the Detroit Free Press that you see on the screen, there were a few surprises on this list. Let's get right into it. Starting with the offense, the Lions are keeping two quarterbacks, Jared Goff, the starter, and Hendon Hooker. I am not surprised to see Hendon Hooker be the number two. If you caught my three preseason game videos, you know that I sang Hendon Hooker's praises. I thought he did a well enough job to earn that number two spot over Nate Sudfeld, who the Lions did let go, and they also released Jake Fromm. Moving on to the running backs, they kept four: Jameer Gibbs, David Montgomery, no surprise. The rookie Vaki was no surprise, and my guy Craig Reynolds. So really no surprises there. As for the wide receivers, little surprise here. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Khalif Raymond, Isaiah Williams, who did pretty good in the preseason. I was surprised they didn't at least keep one more receiver, but I just saw the news about an hour ago that Tim Patrick from the Broncos, who they let go, is going to be coming in, and I think that that could be a good number three pickup. As for tight ends, we're keeping three: Sam Laporta, Brock Wright, and the surprise, Parker Hess. I thought that Zilstra or Mitchell would get that spot, but the Lions coaching staff obviously was more impressed with Hess. We're keeping 10 offensive linemen. I think that this is a good idea instead of doing nine. Starters: Penny Sewell, Kenny Zeitler, Frank Ragnow, Taylor Decker, and I said the starters. Who am I missing, guys? One, two, three, four, five. Oh yeah, Glasgow is there. I'm sorry about that. I got tripped up just a little bit. Those would be your starters with Jan Skipper, Source Dial, rookie Giovanni Manu, Awasaki, and Michael Nice being the backups. We're keeping nine defensive linemen: Hutchison, Reader when he's ready, Aleem McNeil, Marcus Davenport, Ozan Ricky, a guy that they have been singing the praises of all offseason, Josh Pascal, my guy Micah Wingo, James Houston, and John Kaminsky. Really no surprises there. For the linebackers, I don't see any surprises. Jack Campbell, Alex Anzalone, Derek Barnes, my guy Jalen Reeves-Maybin, Rodriguez, and Ben Nyman. A lot of people thought that he would make the team. Nyman, I'm talking about. 11 defensive backs: Carlton Davis, Tyrion Arnold, Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph, and Mick Robertson. Ennis Rakestraw, Khalil Dorsey, Kendall Vildor, a guy that I thought was kind of close to the edge of being cut. Melifon Wu, Brandon Joseph, and Lauren Strickland. With the special teamers, Jack Fox, Jake Bates, and this was a surprise, Hogan Hatton. And if I'm not mistaken, he was a undrafted free agent getting a long snapper job with Broderick Martin and Emmanuel Mosley being on the injured reserve. I'm actually really disappointed with Martin because I thought that he was showing at like I mentioned before, after missing all of 2023, I thought that he was showing a little bit of progress this preseason, that he could come in and be a good situational D tackle to push the line. Maybe you bring him in on third and shorts or goal line, because he was doing a pretty good job getting push out there. But the young man is hurt, and I just read that he is going to miss up to, I want to say they said 4 games. Yes, 4 games. But the good news is that at least at some point he will be out there. Now, Tim Patrick is coming in, and I may do a whole little separate thing on that, but I'm glad that the Lions actually went after a number three wide receiver. I like Khalif Raymond, but I still don't see him as a legit number three. I see him more as a guy who can come in and do some things, but not necessarily as a legit number three. All right, Lions fans, what do you think about the Lions' initial 53-man roster? Are you happy with what they have? Was there anyone that you saw on there who you were disappointed with who got cut? Is there anyone that you would have liked to see stay on the team? As of now, I have been looking, but I actually don't see the practice squad. Now, remember, the Lions get 16 men on the practice squad. So some of those guys who were released today or who were cut, they could be back as early as tomorrow once they clear waivers. All right, pretty much, Lions fans. When I found out what the practice squad is looking like, we'll be back to do another video and give a reaction on that. But pretty much that's it on the 53-man roster. I just want to get some quick thoughts on that. Until next time, peace.